Okay, I'm gonna try to do Zoshia with hammer now. We got 2 more runs of it that I actually can do. And then I will have to find another one. Hopefully I'll find another one before it actually leaves. Or I don't have one anymore. I didn't mean to do that. Probably should eat. Yeah, most definitely should eat. It's okay. The canteen. Grab a ration. All right. So last time this didn't really go very well, and I didn't use hammer that much. The first cart was just me going back to camp and burning until a cart because I didn't notice how much damage it was actually dealing. Just kind of sat there for a second. So hopefully we can avoid that. I want to say that's similar to Nergigante's roar. Just thunder. I'm gonna try to use these as much as possible too. Nice. Didn't hit too much. So it seems like he takes more thunder damage. Actually, no, I think those only hit a single time, so no. And the dragon ones hit more than once. Come on. Do a head turn. Do a head turn. Never mind. If you run up against those, you're safe. Okay, tracking on that's also just very sharp for some reason. could have done a level 5 charge, but didn't really feel too safe doing it. Probably fixing to Nova, if I had to guess. Okay, so that's actually fairly safe. Does so much damage. That did a very sizable chunk too. Was there only one of them? Oh yeah, I dropped it from grabbing something else. So I'm curious how often those can be spammed. Still not quite sure how you avoid that attack. All right, well, I guess I forgot what that attack was. That's okay. We're doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good, all things considered. Let's restock. Maybe actually have combine materials. That would be nice. Hammer's doing pretty fine itself though on sharpness. I know I just restocked, or yeah, restocked, so it sharpened itself, but Gonna try to maybe slow down a little bit more. What is that? Again, I think they really want you to iframe that, which, you know, it's what it looks like, right? Because I was running that entire time unsheathed, or maybe I wasn't unsheathed, but still, it's like, yeah, no. Hopefully he doesn't just do that randomly again. The amount of damage it does for the attack that it is. Yes, I know that I was on low health. Obviously, I'm going to die to it if I get hit by it there. That makes plain sense, but I was getting very close to being one shot with the other stuff. Okay, yeah, see, that's like over 50% health, which that time I just did not make note of it. But the other times, you can see it coming from a mile away, but dodging it's a different story. Okay. I'm gonna try to stop iframing things, I guess. I don't know if it's just too long. I'm just gonna try to position. So, also it has less tracking the further away you are. Didn't mean to roll that out. I guess it works though. Can you off-frame those at all? Uh-oh. Okay. Ideally, he's going down pretty soon. See, that's much easier to dodge. I don't know why some of the others are not. There we go. Came close. Over 20 minutes still, which that's okay. I don't mind that. It's an interesting fight. It's definitely a Xeno type fight. Can't really cut the tail off. I don't have a cutting weapon though, so no tail carves. Can upgrade the sword and shield. I guess I can do that and see if that works decently against it.
How can I serve?
Watch this.
Good. Safe wanderings.
Trying to make a makeshift thing from it. So I think Scorcher actually builds the damage from what I've seen online. It actually multiplies the damage, or not multiplies, but adds to white flame damage. So I don't know if that's worth it to use Rathalos pieces or not, because it might not. I think for sure, though, it probably wants some handicraft itself. See if there's a good handicraft jewel. No, just one. Looks like it probably wants some affinity. Because the raw is okay. It's middle of the road. Might want Iron Wall for this fight, but I'll stay off of it for now. I'm not really getting that much use out of Guardian either. I think I'd like Expert, honestly. I mean, think about it this way. How much am I getting? I can't see this easily. There we go. Okay. So 15% affinity plus 5, that's 20. Exploit is 10%, so 30. On weak spots. That's about it, isn't it? That doesn't appear, does it? I want to say that's 15. No, that's just attack. Where's antivirus? There we go. So another 15. So what's 30 plus 15? It's 45. So almost 50% affinity. It's okay. Not the best in the world. So if I do this, I could just probably build into full crit and be okay. So that's another 12, so what would that be? Just redo it from here. What, 15 plus 25, that's 40. That's another 15. 65 or 55? then +10. So I don't know though. At that point, I think you do crit boost. Again, not a set builder at all by any means. Something like that. Then there's Max Might, which could be good, actually, but I don't want to get rid of Evade Extender for that. However, I might be more willing to get rid of Evade Extender for more Evade Window. Again, there's not really that many jewels here that I get to take advantage of. I think for now that's fine. All right, we'll do this one, and then I can fight Tempered Mizu, which I have heard actually maybe deal some damage. Part of me actually is interested in using Lance against Zoshia to see how much chip damage it does itself. So this skill is weird, the White Flame Torrent. It is
Let's be on our way.
a 33% chance to deal 50 damage on your first hit. If it fails, you have 3 seconds before the other hit that can proc it has a 50% chance to deal an additional 50 damage. And if that one fails, another 3 seconds later, then you have an 100% chance to deal 50 damage. It's very odd. It's that white 50 number. Oh boy. Yeah, you have interesting attacks. I need to really just start being brave and dodging towards those. See if I can get away from them safer. Yeah, that's not that much for what it seems like it should be. Spect Nova. Still don't really know how far that goes out. It's not really a good tell, so I don't feel too safe actually going in. Really should have sharpened, honestly.
I've got you. Hey, get out of there!
Gotta remember to sharpen when I have downtime. Razor sharp is probably better.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Go, 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 go. We won't die to burn this time.
We should whip out the barbecue.
Hold on. Completely forgot to eat. Again, I'm not talking too much because I want to focus. Try to deal some decent damage to it, maybe at an okay time. If I can get sub 10 minutes at some point, that would be nice, but we're still working on the sub 15 at this point. All right, cool. Again, they want you to parry it, but I'm used to older games where you're not really expected to parry everything because you can't. I guess I'll try to do that from now, or I'll just try to block it, see how much damage that does. If it doesn't deal that much damage, then there's no point in it.
Excellent use of the terrain. Got it on the ground.
Oh wait, it's possible. It's very, very, very possible. I wonder, is low health 20% in this game? I want to say it's either 20 or 15 in high rank, right? Normally that's what it is. I don't know why it didn't sheath. Maybe you can't sheath with item bars up. I forget. Yeah, you can't sheath with item bars up. That's why I didn't sheath. I thought I put the input in for it, but I guess it just didn't go through. Okay. Interesting. Finish it with a piercing pod. And that is sub 15. Yeah, it is. And that can go even better. I don't know if it's because of Dragon Element and the skill, or if I'm just doing better attacking actual good parts. I don't know. Certainly didn't feel like I played very well there. There are some attacks I'm just really iffy on. Some are like the one where I was using hammer and rolling towards it to avoid it, like into it. I like that. I like attacks like that.
Good boy.
Okay, now Mizutsune. I'm going to actually use maybe Lance on it. Well, I'll use this weapon, see if it's just completely overpowered against a regular monster. And if it is, then I think we'll know it's the weapon.
Yes.
It's only 4-star. But it gives out Arcveld type materials, which is cool.
Have everything?
This is interesting. It's in Waveria. I want to say I saw somewhere that said Door can appear here too. Haven't seen it yet though.
There. That's our target.
Okay. You're not even giving me a chance to do anything. What are you just randomly attacking? Wow, this is a large one. His tail fur looks a little gray, which makes me curious.
Leave this to me.
And he's doing damage, like that is nothing to scoff at, and this is only level 4. Comes out faster than I thought. surprised I've burned through that much sharpness too. Okay, you chase. Can't just sit.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Okay, I'm almost down to orange. I need to sharpen. Or yellow.
Moving to a new area.
He's taking some damage too. He's not like just falling over, which I like.
Fine, I got it covered.
Okay. I saw it coming, but I did not block in time. I should have just blocked and not finished the sliding slash. I think that's what I did. I don't know, I was smashing buttons way too much.
Stock your supplies before heading out.
Thanks for the lift.
Alright. You know, if 4 stars is this strong, I'm curious what 5 stars is gonna look like.
Time to go on this adventure.
More company.
Stop screaming. You don't have to yell. We know you're here. That didn't hurt. I mean, look, they're dealing lots of damage, and I have very well upgraded gear. I don't think I have low water resistance. No, not at all. So they've definitely changed something about their ideas in monster design. Mizu, I'm pretty happy with. I don't really see anything too terrible with them. Like, there's no attack that I'm really even worried about even
Taking me down.
being cheap or whatever. Kind of annoying. Like, most of them are fair, they're fairly telegraphed. Even the ones that are not are like a combo, so if you get hit by them, it's probably because you're being too greedy. I'm surprised I've broken both claws. And he's taking 10 minutes, which, yes, I'm not using the best element, but still, it has fairly decent raw.
Better collect this trap.
Which, you know what? If this is going to be my favorite fight in the game, fair enough. I like Mizu. Like, at that point, why not? Oh no, controller, not now, not now, not now. This is going to be a recurring theme of controller just quitting at the worst times. Ow, okay, I might start here. We're good. Back up to full. But I'm very happy with Mizu. Even if the other ones have their nitpicks. Like, I have nitpicks with Zoshia and then the other two monsters. Arcweld's fine with Lance, right? It's very easily cheesable. But Gore, you've heard my piece about. Like, this feels like a very fun fight. I'd like to try a positioning weapon that doesn't have a shield to see if it's any worse. And here's the thing about damage. You don't want it to just be one shot all the time, because that's not even how old Monster Hunter worked. That was, like, obviously EX Deviants did that. You also had your event quests. But that wasn't always the case. And again, I've been playing through a very small margin of low rank GU in like 6-star quests in Village.
Cleanse that status.
And the difficulty there doesn't come from the monsters like one-shotting you and stuff. It's the combos that you can get yourself into if you don't play around the monster correctly. And that's more difficult because the rolling isn't as easy. You can't just spam rolls. And honestly, rolling in this game is very similar to old games. It's more similar to older games than it is in World. World, you can kind of just spam rolls. In this game, there's a little bit more invite at the end. However, you can directionally influence your rolls a lot easier than you can in a game like GU. But that's important because that makes dodging around monsters easier. If the monsters were more combo heavy and not with AoE, that gets you into another can of worms. With just high AoE spam that can one-shot you. That's not what you want when you want the game to be more difficult. You want monsters that have a clear tell of attack. Like, it's my turn to attack now, you have to wait. But this game, it feels like it wants you to kind of not care about that and brute force your way into openings. And that's how the wound system works. You brute force your way into a literal opening. Now, I don't think I unlocked anything extra. Obviously, wouldn't it? It's just a tempered monster. Just really good rewards. Gonna make Mizu armor though.
How can I serve?
But yeah, that was a fun fight. It was doing a lot of damage, which again can be problematic, but as of right now, it didn't feel that bad. That's interesting. Is that new? So, a lot of just utility skills. Stamina surge, hunger resistance, free meal, item prolonger. That seems like the best one because it might be good for bow. In fact, it's probably decent for bow. I just don't know if it's going to be better compared to other things. Mizu, that's what we're looking for. Can make the chest piece still. I need a water orb for the legs. And purple fur. That's honestly a decent piece. Like, these two are okay. They're not the best in the world. They do like some slots. But they're also pretty good. Okay, I'm going to put this on pause here because I've got other things to do today, but I will see you for the next section of this. All right, so like the one before, it's been a week. It's better than 2 weeks, I guess, but farmed regular Mizu for the layered armor and a bunch of Zoshia, and I'm really not a big fan of Zoshia. And it's not really the entire fight, it's just the fireball nuke that like tracks you. Just kind of annoying because you can't roll it because it has that much tracking. I feel like an attack that large shouldn't have that much pinpoint tracking. And sometimes it's weird. Sometimes he shoots it far, sometimes he shoots it close. I don't know if there's a tell for that because I know that if he does the close range Teostra breath, then he'll follow it up usually with something else. Most of the time it is the fireball, so you can predict that one, but sometimes he'll just pull it out of neutral. So if you're in the middle of an attack, it just kind of gets you, and the amount of damage it does is very ludicrous for the size of the attack. So it does get annoying constantly seeing him using it over and over. However, the rest of the fight's okay. Again, a lot of tracking on the monster, which is to be expected because Rise and Sunbreak both had large amounts of tracking, but I felt like for some reason it felt better in Rise. I don't know why, but it was very much a large thing. So that's really my personal take on the fight. Fine for the most part, but when you have to deal with that one attack, it's not particularly fun. And a lot of times, if you're just hit by a combo, there's nothing you can really do about it because he'll sometimes like delay and stuff. It just depends on if he pulls it out of neutral or not, which is really where the bad things come into play. I'm going to try to finish the Mizutsune investigation. I don't think I did them all. I did not. And this one's only 4-star. And I guess I can do another Zoshia. I only have an hour left. Again, like the last time I split them up and didn't record for a while. So hopefully this will go well. I made a bunch of Zoshia weapons. I don't know if they're particularly good. In fact, I didn't even finish building up the set because I was taking stuff off. I was throwing on 3 evade extender for Gunlance It's okay. Still didn't feel amazing on the particular attacks that I was trying to avoid with it. However, once you learn to kind of keep the spacing, it's a bit better. I really know what I want here. I think load shells probably is good. I don't know if shells scale off of raw. I want to say they do now, but I haven't looked into it that much, so I'm not really that worried about it. This is not a gun lance. I said gun lance and I just completely fixated on gun lance. This is not gun lance. What do I want on here? I think I just threw crit on. Crit skills. Do that. Even though attack may be better, but I'm not worried about it too much. In fact, we'll just do attack. I think that'll be simpler since I can't really get too much on there. And then go ahead and refill this out with agitator. I can remember what they're called. It's kind of hard to remember sometimes because they're not called the same thing as the skill, but generally they stay the same throughout the series. So as long as you remember that, you should be good. I'll have 3 physique jewels, which would be nice to have, or even 5 of them. Would be nice for bow, would be nice for other weapons as well. You like having at least 1 point of fade extender on too, just to make your little attacking dodges go a little bit further. Though I could maybe throw a refresh jewel in there and that might be better. I know there's the adept dodge, but the adept dodge is only once and then you have to wait for it to refresh. Which I guess is a neat way of balancing it, but oh well. I haven't fought tempered Mizu since I recorded last, so maybe a little bit rusty, especially with dual blades, because I haven't used those in a very long time. I just used them for a Zoshia hunt, and that was it. So we'll see. All right, good job. Missed the dodge. Did that just wear off, or? Because I did the attack dodge and I still got an adept off of it. I don't know what happened there. Okay. Good enough.
Hey, ugly! Over here!
Oh yeah, water blight. Wonderful. Better make sure not to get hit by those water beams. That's gonna be fun. I'm going out of demon mode way too early here,
Leave this to me.
especially in the face of an attack. It's not a good idea. My reaction timings are not on point today.
Moving to a new area.
Not a great first area, but oh well.
I made eye contact with it.
Oh yeah, I will also say, after this, again, I'm playing on and off solo, so I'm not really recording too much of it. I haven't really had the time the past week, but Monster Hunter 4 I will be playing at some point, because I wanted to go back and play an older game, and I thought with all of the talk of base game shenanigans, I thought I might try a base game that I haven't played before, and that would be 4. I played 4 Ultimate, but not 4. So I'll have an English patch for that I found online and all the fun stuff. The only problem is I could not find a DLC save, so I don't know if I'll be able to figure that out. Probably not. It's not the end of the world. The quests in 4, base 4, are also in 4G, which I also have. Like really cheap online for some reason. Like if you try to buy a copy of 4 Ultimate, it's like $60 some places. But I got all 5 of the 30S Japanese games for like $34, something like that. I paid a bit extra for expedited shipping because it was in Japan and I didn't want to wait too long for it. But that was really nice. I mean, especially for what you have to pay for the English games. And if you just slap a English patch on there, then nothing's really too different, especially because most of the English patches, or English, I cannot use my H's, I guess, for some reason. Most of the patches are actually based off of their English counterpart, so realistically, you're not missing too much. You can tell it's been a while since I've recorded. I like how he's at the very least a little beefy and he's not crumpling. And I see people not being a big fan of Mizu's theme in this game. I'll say the main part is maybe a little bit too quiet, but other than that, I personally enjoy it. I'll be honest, I wasn't really a big fan of Rise's vocals. However, you know, it's just different. Shouldn't expect it to be the same every time. Generations will just always be the best in my book, but I feel like I'm a little biased because that's my favorite game. Alright, well, I tracked a little bit more than I thought. I felt something on my hand, so I had to look down and was just spamming dodge, hoping for the best. That normally doesn't work out very well, though.
We've been given more supplies. Check your sacred's pouch. I'm glad you're alright. Alright, I got enough time.
I'll also say, I don't know if it's happening right now or if I'm just paranoid, but at some point while I was just playing solo, the game was kind of stuttering a little bit. I don't know if it was frame rate because again, I don't have that up there anymore because it shows up and I'd rather have it not. It's bright green numbers. So I can't really see what the frame rate is at all times and I'm too lazy to actually turn it back on for a short period. Also, apparently Evasion Mantle is more than just an attack boost. From what little bit I saw of it being used, it actually gives you an adept dodge. And if the mantle itself refreshed, I don't know, maybe they changed it, but if it refreshed on quest, I'd actually use that because that actually sounds a little fun. Obviously useless for bow, other than maybe the attack boost. But for other weapons, it's nice. I'll have to try that at some point. I still haven't used a single mantle other than Gilly, but Gilly's just kind of there by default. All right. I need to see if I can end up dodge in Archdemon. I can. Okay. Okay, I see now. There's an attack you can do out of your dodge. Is that particularly good? I sheathed my weapon, so probably not when you can't use it. And granted, this is not built for DPS at all. I'd probably be using Thunder Dual Blades. I'm just using it for the weapon skills, particularly. Because I don't want to farm new Dual Blades. Way too early on that. All right, good job. Not really a big fan of him falling over after you pop that wound. Okay, you can kind of use that as like a secondary dodge to just like kind of spam attack, so it's not that bad actually. And can you still adapt out of it? Again, I don't know if it wore off there or because if not, because for some reason I thought you didn't get the adept dodge again after popping it, but maybe you do. My bad. Stay down. Probably should sharpen at some point. Them thought it out. Actually, the first time Mizu has appeared without Zenogre, surprisingly. Maybe not surprisingly. I guess that's not a thing, but they've kind of been a pair somewhat. So it is interesting to see them apart now. Now, Zenogre's kind of appeared on his own as well. So that's not new. But Zenogre's not here, so he can't be without Mizu if Mizu's disappeared. I think you still get your adept dodge, so I don't know why I thought you didn't get your adept dodge anymore after. Either that or the iframes are just very large with evade window 3. I might make some Thunderduel blades. That could be fun. What would it be? Probably Radel. But since Mizu gives the same rewards as Arc Belt, I'd rather just farm Mizu. I find it to be a more enjoyable fight. And since he's not crumpling very easily like his regular counterpart, it makes it feel a lot better too. I mean, this is taking about as much time as the Zoshia, surprisingly. Or not surprisingly, actually. Oh, ran out of gauge. Fair enough. Ow. I feel like I'm doing damage, but also not at the same time for how long that took. I don't know. I think Thunder will do much better on that. And I don't know, maybe he has just a larger health pool this time for whatever reason. What a water orb, that's cool. Another challenger jewel, so that's closer to actually filling it out. I still think it's just better to have the challenger 2 charm though. Let's see what thunder dual blades there are. I don't remember the other thunder monsters in this game.
Got something in mind?
Fulgur, oh okay, that makes sense. However, well no, he's not like regular ninja with negative affinity. Wait a second, does Raydao even get dual blades? No, he does not. You have one thunder dual blade option and it's Fulgur Engine. Well, it's not great. You need handicraft for it. Oh, well, there's also Ardian, which, all right, fair enough. Now I wonder, is affinity better on duels? Probably not. You probably just want raw and then build into affinity with your armor skills.
Ready to get to work?
And I most certainly should have enough stuff to make Orcal site, whatever you call it.
Now that's a good choice.
Now I don't know if they added an option to go there from the hub. I'm not going to spend my time looking for it. I'll also say this, as far as I'm aware, there's no HD texture pack for base Monster Hunter 4. I don't want to experiment, or I guess I'm too lazy to experiment and see if the paths are all the same for ultimate stuff. I would say probably not. There are probably different names and stuff in there. I'm going to the forge. So it's still gonna look a little crusty in that way, but
I've got some.
oh well. That's part of the charm.
This is the stuff.
Or calcite. I guess that's what it is. Or calcite. Do a mount. Yeah, Zoshia. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know. Is that the only part it has? Oh no, that's just by amount I have. That's not by value, I guess. I mean, I could put the whole thing in there. 102 is only 30. We'll do 50. 59. I don't need that many, so that's fine. I'll keep some Guardian blood. 31 of these. I wonder what Mizu parts are worth. That's okay. You're not getting tempered stuff, so yeah, it's probably more on the lower end. Let me check. Yeah, it's on the lower end. Unfortunately. I'll just get 50, try to offset that. Oh no, why? Okay. I think that seems good.
You got it. See ya.
All right.
I've got news you don't want to miss.
Hey. Who doesn't love a little ancient technology? Say bar.
Give me something good.
I'm ready to work.
I'm not gonna bother save scumming for it either. It's fine. Honestly. Got a sharpness boost. Maybe would have wanted more of a sharpness boost. But double affinity, double element, whatever. That's okay.
Already?
I'm not gonna be picky. Now the question becomes, do I use bolt jewels? Would not hurt because it comes with razor sharp. What else does dual blades want? Prolonger, I guess? Do I even have a level 3 prolonger? I do. I don't even think that's probably very, in fact, I doubt it reduces the like dodges and stuff that you would be using. So I don't think that's actually going to be that useful. Yeah, it's just, I assume, time based, and at that point you're burning through it so quickly just by doing regular attacks and stuff that it's not going to be worth it. I guess crit element is something. This comes with crit element though, so no. Brother charge. I mean, honestly, there's not really that much. I guess I could handicraft, right? Doesn't seem too bad. Focus. I mean, maybe that might be useful in a very limited case. Yeah, honestly, there's not that much. I could use grinder. That's not bad. That lets you get your sharpness back a lot faster. It comes with attack, or I could just use attack up. That probably makes the most sense. Or crit. Yeah. Honestly, I may just use attack up. It's either attack up 3 and then like critical 3, or crit boosting. This is probably better though. In fact, do I have a bolt attack? Probably not. No. Because 15 base affinity is perfectly fine, especially with agitator. It should boost it up pretty quickly. Let me check. back on the sharpening. Well, I probably would rather have handicraft. Let's do this then. I don't want to overcap anything for no reason. I mean, it's either focus or power prolonger. I feel like focus would be better if I'm choosing between the two. I don't know how much it affects it though, that much. Okay. Now we can do another one.
Right. Understood.
Need to get, no, we're good. Last one. Don't have any, I don't think, handicraft combo decos, unless I have one randomly on like a different set of dual blades or something, but I don't think so. I don't remember ever having any. Where are you going? Not what I meant to do. Already lost some stamina. It's not great. What are you attacking? Are you just hungry? Okay, no, you're not just hungry. You have bloodlust. Now, I don't remember which combo is better for element. I want to say in the older games, the dances were better for element, and your six-fold slash was better for raw. However, I want to say that maybe changed in world. But I'm going to stick with dancing because that's what I've been doing anyways, and we'll see. This is not a fun place to fight. Yes. Come on. What are you attacking? Me, apparently. Okay, random bomb. I assume for my palico. Okay. Seems like it's doing okay. Seems like it at the very least. Again, the damage numbers are very small per hit, which obviously is the case because you're hitting 90 times a second, but it's kind of hard to gauge, am I doing good or not? Because individual hits from Sword and Shield, which are fairly fast themselves, certainly not this fast, are doing like 50 to 70 damage depending on the weak spot. All right, no, no, didn't mean to do that. All right, good job.
Check the field pouch.
Yeah, right on target.
Where are you going? Why are you moving so far?
The monsters are fighting each other. Another monster's hoarding in.
You can proc that by just dodging into those, which makes sense. Normally you can do that. I will do that with Prowler occasionally, so I don't know why I forgot that. Like to be topped off here. Can you? Oh, you can do this stationarily now. That's nice.
Time to go on the offensive.
I want to say his back fin normally takes the most thunder element. Could be wrong on that though. Okay, no, that's not the jump. That's not the jump. That's a little bite. This is the jump. It's okay.
Gotta treat that. We'll have to carve it later.
Much better timing. Much better timing.
Over here, bub. I'm your target.
I'm surprised they don't let you carve up the sacred. I may have said that before, but it feels kind of weird You could carve on your dog and it feels like a weird thing where like they go overboard in quality of life, and then there's just like a random no, you can't carve on your sacred. This literally does nothing in changing anything of how the game plays, but I get maybe they didn't want to make an animation for the hunter carving off the sacred, but that seems like a very small thing in the grand scheme of the entire game. It's like a super Doshiguma. Probably need to be a bit careful around it. Thanks, buddy. If he didn't run so often, it would be better, but he is just kind of, or not often, but so long. Here I understand because he ran into another monster, but that first area transition, it's like, why are you going to the very bottom? You're fixing to step into that, buddy. Fixing to. You haven't done it yet. There we go. All right. Still took 12 minutes, but better, much better than the dragon weapon. All right. So that was the last one. I know I said I'd do Socia, but I'm not really worried about that. I'd like to maybe just catch up on a couple of side quests and maybe have a few more than 3 hunts here. However, again, this is just adding on to another part. Assume I have to go to the forest for this. It's not gonna show me though. Let's just go to the hideout and see.
You are reliablest as ever. The danger is past. The pink fur is safe.
Should be. The Lollabarina and Kungalala were both what we call tempered monsters. They would have harmed the other life around here. I hope it was all right that we took care of them.
There is no help. The pink temperous one was vicious. Worse, its fur had split ends. Scratchy!
How terrible. You're really serious about your fur, huh?
You have my gratisfaction. We will help in return. Make offerings of finest woodward goods. Many more thankings to come, I am sure. We will do many.
Are you supposed to be looking up like that, or is that just weird cutscene? Oh. Well, that would have been nice to have earlier. I doubt they will just randomly appear right now because there were other set quests. I guess I should have completed that a little earlier. Go back to base. Looks like there's a couple of things I can do there.
Wow, we sure got here fast.
You won't want to miss.
Hello there. And just in time. I have a little favor I'd like to ask you. Remember the Alpha Doshagama you hunted a fair while back? We've learned a lot from it, but I'm still a bit short on evidence to back my current theory. I'd love a little more data. I'm sorely tempted to go and collect it myself, but I admit it's outside of my capabilities.
That awareness is as surprising as it is welcome.
Anyway, I'd like you to capture a solitary specimen from the forest. One with no pack. Comparing that to the other alpha should help to improve our understanding. I'm in no hurry, though. Feel free to take this on at your own leisure. I appreciate it.
Calm the mind and focus.
Capture quests.
Hail, Fisher fellow! Are they biting today? Say no more. Lures will attract the lure I gave a bit. Golden now.
Want to help out?
Lures, not really that interested. Where's the other? I assume it would be on the map that the wood inhabit. Maybe not though. Oh boy, I don't even know how to change quest target.
Yes.
Oh no,
Happy to help anyone.
that's not good. Well, I don't know what it wants me to do. I guess maybe just ask around the hideout. That would be the best case scenario. But I don't know if it's going to do that. Or if it's just going to be like, nope, you gotta go find it out on the map. Go to the end of the river, I would assume. All right, well, I guess river basin. I would assume this would be the river basin. Either that or this is the top. This is the top. This is where it starts. And then it goes down. Yeah. So I would maybe assume it would be... That's not probably it, right? I don't know, maybe there's a Lullabarina there and we have to fight it for whatever reason. They really like making you fight them, so I would be surprised if they make you fight another one. Yeah, I highly doubt.
Come on.
This isn't where the water's flowing. Hmm. Maybe down here? Again, I may be completely off track here.
I think we're fine. On my way there.
I might be overthinking it. Hmm.
My whiskers are tingling. Weather's changing.
No mistaking it. Those are definitely my glasses.
Looks like it went towards its hideout.
Okay. Let's go to the hideout.
My glasses.
Friend, I'm blind. You gotta take me there. I do not see. Well, I guess it's good we got under some cover because it is downpouring. Oh, I don't like the camera in this place. It's so close. Okay. Wait till plenty. Plenty at night, I think, when they have their big festival. I find it weird because Breath of the Wild does this too, where you can do morning, evening, or afternoon, evening. You can do like a whole bunch of day stuff, but when it comes to nighttime, you only have one option. There are different parts of nighttime too. All right, they better be having fun.
My glasses.
Looks like they're all on top. Question is, how does one get up there? Tried my bird, but probably will not let me. All right, good job, bird. You did your job well.
I'll go on ahead then. Look at all our ingredients. We should whip out the barbecue grill.
Thank you.
You here? Good.
Hi. Ears open.
Hi.
Alright, not up here then. I thought it would be. Don't jump too far. This is a very confusing layout. Try it again. Where I am completely missing this, apparently.
Wanted this.
Okay. Not seeing anything. Alright, cool. Maybe I can find them on the map. No. Oh my. He's sleeping now. And maybe it's a thing where I have to talk to them all.
I can't help but want to touch them, but I'll refrain.
Guess I'll go back up. I don't know. I did not intend to spend the rest of my time doing this. I wanted to do more quests, but I guess I'm looking for glasses.
Come again, come soon. Oi! Oi!
Please enlighten me on where this thing should be. Because I'm not getting it. I'm just gonna pause and find it on my own. Had to look it up, but had no inkling of this being here.
Who there? Why you disturbed?
Sorry to bother you, but that pair of glasses, we've been looking for them. We'd be grateful if you could return them to us.
Glasses is mine. You want? We make tradings. You bring exquisitest honey, we make deal.
Do you mean Eastern honey?
Yes, yes, most exquisitest. Oh, you bring exquisitest honey? Trading's done. Here, take glasses.
My glasses, they're safe. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'll never lose them again. They're going in the back of my drawer until the museum wants them.
What good are they collecting dust? You should wear them.
You make a compelling point. All right, just say the word and I'll put them on for all the world to see.
Okay. Well, that took too long. Now, let's go fight something. It's a multi-target quest. Only one of them. It's neat, though. Might as well just do a solo quest. Or not a solo quest. Obviously, it's going to be solo, but one of the optional ones I have. Alright, quest board is not here. I will do it in the 10. Alright, what do we got? That's probably best for fire, right? So, don't have the dual blades for that. However, did make the charge blade. I never upgraded it. I guess I could do that. I don't know how. I guess power prolonger actually is probably pretty good on charge blade if it affects your one thing. So that seems pretty good. I'd probably rather have a combo echo though in. Just do a level 2 enhancer and then a level 1. Level 3.
Hey.
Again, probably not the best dragon charge blade, but
Perfection.
for raw, it's okay with that skill. And no, I'm too lazy to set up actual sets. Actually, probably rather have jumping or axe mode. Alright, this shouldn't take too long. Obviously, if I'm playing very poorly, it will, but hopefully it won't.
I'm all fired up.
Do you have everything?
However, load shells is useful, so I maybe would have not wanted to get rid of that.
new area.
Okay. Well, that one went down pretty quick. Might as well carve it. Might be useful for later. Any other arms fell off? Nope. Perfect timing, buddy. Some damage. Really like to refill my shield. There we go.
Let's cleanse that stack. Power up activate. This'll freshen you up quick. Leave this to me.
Okay. Simple enough. I didn't have to say much there. Hmm. 7 minutes for 2 tempered monsters. I think they did something to Mizu. I don't, unless they were like, hey, we can't get this in the base game, so we're gonna put a title update. By the time this comes out, people are gonna already have good gear, so let's boost up its armor or its defense and its health and its attack compared to the regular temper monsters, because Mizu is like much more than those two, or at all. Like Mizu, a single Mizu takes longer than 2 of those. So yeah, I feel like they maybe, and I know they said they did, but it's very, very sharp. I wish they could just boost the other monsters as well. Either way, that's it for this part. Again, another 1 week in the making part. That really shouldn't have took that long, but I had many, many, many things to do. Hope you enjoyed. I'll probably be back with 4, maybe, next time I have the chance to actually do one of these. Maybe not. Just depends on how I feel. Either way, once again, hope you enjoyed. Consider leaving a like and consider subscribing. Until next time.